All right, welcome back to Uptick Updates, episode 14. Brian, how are you?
Good. Good to see you again, John.
Yeah, time flies. It's been 2 weeks. I guess we had Johnny on the last time talking about how to be a successful artist. This week, I think we just want to go over the updates. What's the latest at Uptick?
Okay, yeah. So I'm glad to share some updates in the past few weeks. So first, if we recap Uptick Project, right? So maybe some new audience join the show and they want to understand what's Uptick. So basically, we can describe it in very simple words. So basically, there are three major elements of Uptick Project. So first one is Uptick Infrastructure, because that's the base to support everything about NFT business. The second part is Uptick Marketplace. It's like a digital asset exchange on top of this infrastructure. So any type of NFT can be traded over there. The third part is Uptick Ecosystem application, as we described. So there a lot of value will be reside in such applications, right? So if you have a ticket NFT, if you have a membership NFT, if you have a basic art audio NFT, the marketplace is just a place to trade, to exchange the value. But the real value of this NFT sits in the application. Like you own a piece of music. It's not just trade. If you own it, you can provide to the music application. Maybe people can pay for it by subscription or by pay per click. So in that way, you can increase the value of your asset, right? So I think Uptick Project really want to support those three major elements: infrastructure, marketplace, and applications.
I see. I see. I think you've mentioned in the past about the audio NFTs. How's that going? Are we going to be able to see MP3 file availability pretty soon?
Yeah, so the concept is there. So we actually we are considering it as a separate ecosystem application.
Okay.
So currently in the marketplace, you can see we already support MP4. Right. So actually, it's pretty easy to support MP3 as well. But the reason we didn't put it there is we are evaluating and also discussing with some musicians for the people in the music industry how to really achieve the value of the music piece. Because in their view, it's not just issue an NFT, a sound NFT, and sell it. So we need to help the seller and especially buyer. Once you buy it, what does it mean to you, right? So you own a piece of music. Are you get a fraction of the music rights? Are you going to enjoy the income of that such music in the market? So which application you can put this piece of music you own to receive more value, right? To share, to create profit and also contribute back to the original musician. So this will be a very good application setup. So we are working on that. So we're not going to rush to that, but we want to make sure it's a pretty valuable system to musician, to buyer, or you can say investors, right? So for any people who participate this music NFT model. So I think we're not going to rush to that, but you will see it probably in Q3. So we want to make sure it's pretty good.
Totally. And that's some good clarification. So it'll probably be like a separate app, separate from the tickets and the art and photography and other NFTs, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, if you have the music issued with a purpose, it's very easy to you list it in the marketplace, right? So you can trade it. So because they are all sit on the Uptick NFT infrastructure. So that will link all the dots together. Yeah. So the key part is you have a scenario-based application to make people feel interest in, right? So that's very important. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Hey, we're kind of jumping around a little, but you've mentioned before about looking into offering different rights for artists, NFT artists, you know, if they can copy it or, you know, do other things with the NFT after they buy it. Any updates on that?
Yeah. So for this this part, we will do it in two-step approach. The first one will be there very soon. Just like if you list your NFT in the market into the market, you need to claim what type of rights you want to offer, right? So basically, we will help you to select several level of rights offering. So that will be a pretty standard, maybe a full rights or some just a partial rights, maybe for display only, right? So it's not good for resale, for commercial purpose, something like that. So so now the team, our product team is trying to summarize what's available in the market and how it was designed in the traditional market, because we want to map some valuable model into this new platform as well. We don't want to just create everything from scratch. So this one will be pretty easy because it's just a rule-based display and control and to claim. So this one, I hope we can make it done in Q2. Now it's May, right? Almost middle of May. So probably by June, we will publish this one. But with this one, it's not just a product upgrade, but it also require very heavy marketing efforts because we want to make sure all the creators understand it. We're doing something to help them, right? So without that, just a silent release doesn't make sense. So we consider this is a good step, move forward. And the second step probably will take longer, which is the rights management in the code level. For example, actually currently we are already working on some piece of that. For example, in the metadata of NFT, when you mint your NFT, so you can claim the loyalty share that you want to receive. So that will be recorded in the metadata. So once it's in the metadata, it will be part of the NFT forever, right? So in that case, it will have some record to showing the original creator their loyalty rights claim at here. So so now we're just try to put them together gradually.
That sounds good. Yeah, I didn't mention, but I know a guy at Sony Music or Sony Entertainment, and he deals with the music rights in Japan. And from what he tells me, it's pretty complicated. There's like different organizations and rules, and then there's these disputes where two people are claiming ownership of the same song. And
it's so complicated. So you know, when we hear one piece of music, there might be 100 different rights behind it.
Right? So I had no idea.
Some people, write the lyrics, some have the melodies, some well, a lot of people. Because, and also this is a very well-established market. It's very difficult to just simply break it, right? So that's why we need to learn it. Maybe we can gradually to put some into the NFT audio world, so which might be a good bridge to convert some pioneers into this new world, right? So very complicated. So
totally. Okay, what's next? Let's talk about the test net. So there's two test nets going on right now, right? There's the app version called Uptopia, and then there's the web-based version as well.
So so let me put this way. Actually, you know, we are trying to release our test net well, in next couple of months. So the not testnet, mainnet. The testnet has been released, launched by 18th of March. So now it's already 1.5 months. So it has been running pretty well. So we have over around 200 validators join the network and testing it.
Yep.
And also we have, so that's one thing. So basically this is a testnet. It's a net Optic chain. And on top of that, we have a test version of Uptick Marketplace on top of that. That's what you see is a web-based marketplace and a mobile-based marketplace. So for the mobile-based marketplace, we give it a name, the Uptopia. So it won't be future product name. It's just like project code name. So like an Uptick Utopia that are put together.
That's
good. So basically, the web version and the mobile version, they are serving the same purpose, to invite people to join this testnet campaign. And because for validators, they can work on the node level, but for most people, they don't go into that low level stuff, right? Not technical stuff. So what they can participate is just become a normal user on the testnet marketplace and mobile version or web version. So get used to that, to follow the steps and to test it out, to find bugs, and especially to basically get used to that. So in the future, when we turn it into mainnet marketplace, they don't feel any difference, right? So so now the testnet marketplace is already recorded close to 300K NFT, tested NFT. So people are trying to trade. So pretty good. So we receive a pretty good feedback from users because they feel it's pretty easy, friendly, right? So easy to use. Especially the purpose we have this testnet is we have introduced a EVM module in this Optic chain. So this testnet marketplace is based on the EVM. So which means two parts. One is it's fully compatible with all ERC standard. You mean ERC 721, ERC 1155, or other standard. By default, it supports all standard NFTs in the EVM world. And the second part is it's also compatible with using MetaMask. So most people, they already use MetaMask on Ethereum, on some other Ethereum compatible blockchain. So in our case, you can also use MetaMask to work on the Optic chain. At the same time, internally, it's you can also use Cosmos specific Kepler wallet plugin to play with that, because they are mapping to each other smoothly.
It's good.
So basically, we hope people to participate, to understand the marketplace, to test out NFT, to find bugs, and also get used to that MetaMask Kepler type of setup to make it ready, for the next. But for the long term, so we are more focusing on introduce more ecosystem applications from Optic chain. Just for example, like the audio application I just mentioned. We want to make it ready on the Optic chain. Because Optic chain, the main purpose for Optic chain is to really create the open ecosystem for the NFT. So it's not just for us, for everybody else. So and also if it's built on the EVM supported module, it will be very easy for many developers to move in to Optic without any change their knowledge base.
Good. It's really clear. Just want to maybe quiz myself on the dates, on the timeline. So the mobile app, Uptick mobile app went live, let's say March 2021. Is that right? Last year in March. It's been a bit over a year. And then at the beginning of this show, you were talking about Uptick Project, comprised of 3 different parts. Uptick Project kind of kicked off around what, 2017, 2018? When did you first start working on Uptick Project?
Well, actually, we started on, I would say, pre-Uptick project is around late 2018. At that time, we tried to build a NFT ticket application on top of Ethereum.
Yeah.
So the application was built, but because of the usability of Ethereum, the gas fee and the slow performance, we don't feel it's reached the commercial level to really open up to the general public. At the same time, after that, because of the pandemic, it kind of the whole market is in the pause mode. So there's no show anymore.
Yeah.
So that gave us some opportunities to rethink, to expand this NFT. So maybe it's not for some specific application, but also we want to use the backend we build to make it more generic NFT infrastructure to support all type of NFT. That was the story before we really launched this application.
Okay, that's good. And then those test nets that we mentioned, those will turn into main nets probably Q2 or Q3. There's no fixed date, right?
There's no fixed date, but we really hope we can make it ready by end of Q2. But there will be multiple factors together to make such final decision. First, on the technology side, I don't think there's a big hurdle now. The testnet has been running smoothly, and we're putting all the marketplace or other pieces together, and we're also incubating some applications, special applications on the testnet. So technically, it's okay. But on the other side, we on the economical model side, so we're building it right now. So like we mentioned before, so it's not just create another separate chain and separate marketplace, because we already have a very good production level marketplace in the Cosmos ecosystem with a strategic partnership with IrisNet. So and also the reason we choose using Cosmos SDK to build the base of this Optic Chain is because of the IBC. So because IBC token NFT can be intertransferable. So that's why we have this Optic Marketplace with IrisNet already in the market. So we need to link them together, It's not moving around, but linking them together. So that's something I called multiple chain economy model. So this is something we're trying to build right now. So with that, people will see a complete piece of the overall Uptick project, right? It's not just a separate piece here and a separate piece on another chain. So it's not the best benefit for us and for our existing users. So that's second factor is the better economy model to drive it. And the third part, of course, the market situation, right?
Sentiment.
So currently the market is not going too well. So it's just like entering a just a period.
So it's always cycles, right? It's always up and down.
Yeah, that's always cycles. But basically this is not the key factor, but we just want to make ourselves ready for a good timing, right? So the first two parts are very important: the technology, product, and also the economy model. So that's our major goal for Q2. Yeah.
Okay, that's very logical. Just wondering if I were to, ask someone to join Uptick, and it seems to be 4 choices, right? They could do the mobile app or the web-based version or the testnet for mobile or the testnet for the web. You would probably tell them to not start with the testnet stuff, right? Just stick with the mobile app because of the built-in wallets is probably going to be the simplest way to get onto Uptick.
Yeah, I think, well, it really depends on the type of the user, right? So the mobile app is the easiest way to get started.
Yeah.
Basically, if you are not a crypto people, so it's very easy for you to just install the mobile app, get a default wallet. Of course, this wallet is a non-custodial wallet. The private key stays on your client. It's not on server side, so it's safe. So by doing that, after doing that, you just feel nothing about a blockchain. It's just like a normal app. It's very easy to use, and also it's also very good for some on-the-go scenario, right? So if you're going somewhere, you can take a nice picture. You can just mint it on Uptick without transferring back and forth to your computer. So that's one pretty good starting point. Of course, if you have a computer, the web-based version is also a default one you can use. But you need to learn how to set up the capital wallet, right? And also maybe make the secret phrases to synchronize with your web wallet, so you can see the same account on mobile phone and on your mobile. So this need to set up a few steps to set up and to understand how the crypto wallet plugin extension work on the web browser, right? So because some action it will be visible to you. You need to understand it. For example, if you submit a purchase request, it will call up the wallet extension. The wallet extension will show you some code, right? So to set up the gas fee and submit. So if you don't understand it, you might be confused, right? So, but in our case, you just follow the default steps. You click yes and confirm. You can go through that.
It's pretty simple.
Yeah, pretty simple. So I think both application, mobile app and the web are the good place to get started. But at the same time, in the long run, I have to say that. So we are not going to run 2 marketplace, 2 mobile app. So we actually will merge them together to make people still have same mobile app and the same opticnft.com web version. So we just integrate more chains, more stuff into the same place. So default, this is the place you need to get started. At the same time, if you want to get some extra, like an airdrop, right, before the mainnet is launched, you can also spend some time on the testnet marketplace, mobile version and web version. It will count some activities you're using it, and it will give you some points, and the points will turn out to be some future airdrop Optic token.
Great. And those, if we're on this, it seems like we're going through the whole project today, which is good. But are those Uptick tokens, they'll be used for doing cross-chain activities, or what will be the main functionality of the Uptick token?
Oh, well, the first Optic token will be the default platform token for Uptick project. So that's why we need to have this Optic Chain. Right? So it will be like the basic gas fee, right? They're paid by Optic token, and people can use Optic token they have to just like to do the staking, to stake in the project or somewhere to receive some rights right? And also receive some interests, token interests from the project. So Optic Token is for that. At the same time, don't remember Optic wants to have a decentralized community. So the token will be also a POS type of blockchain. So token means you have the voting rights to a community-based issue, like because we're going to create Optic DAO sooner or later, very soon. And also, because we have this cross-chain scenario. So inside the Cosmos ecosystem, this type of token transfer through IBC is already done. So it's pretty easy to use. In that case, you can also see we are going to transfer Optic token with some strategic partners chain. So basically, we are putting different chains into the same Optic economy model together. For example, we have a lot of NFT generated on Optic IrisNet chain, right? So with Optic token and IrisNet, we can also transfer token back and forth to make Optic token available on IrisNet, so people can continue to enjoy the return from that. At the same time, because of the EVM module we have, so we already have the bridge from our EVM module to Ethereum to other EVM module compatible chain. So in that case, Optic token will be also transferred to the other blockchain economy, and to also play some role over there.
Yeah. And in the future, everything everything will be available on the MetaMask wallet, or the MetaMask wallet will be functional with everything in the future, you think?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So currently in the Testnet Marketplace, it's using MetaMask, right? So in the future, we will, basically we will, if you are used to Kepler, you can use Kepler, still use that. If you are used to MetaMask, you can use MetaMask. Any of them can do the things we want to offer.
Awesome. Okay. Anything else you want to talk about before we wrap this one up?
So I think we talked about a lot today. So it's good to have an audience to get a big picture of this Uptick project. At the same time, what I try to add is maybe it's more like a call to the audience and to the community. So because we talk about the platform, the technology, the product, and the plan, the strategy. So in order to do it better, so we need to have a solid community, right? So that's why I want to have a call to the community. So we always open to the people who wants to contribute to this project. Of course, we will have an incentive plan for those key contributors, right? So no matter it's we prefer to share the Optic token with contributors together, right? So for example, like the global marketing part. So we welcome more people to join us, no matter it's KOL on social media, or they have a good marketing campaign design skills, right? And also they have a good execution skills in their local market. So because Optic is a global project, we really want to make sure it's a global fit, right? It's not just for specific region. So at the same time, for the development side, so I received quite a lot of emails from community members say we are interested to contribute to the project. So I really appreciate that. But at the same time, I want to share with all the developers or even entrepreneurs. So, I don't want to define everything for you, just try to code it. It doesn't go too long, right? So I want to support you if you really want to build some interesting application on top of that, or even you want to maybe relocate some of your business to this type of new NFT model, right? So we can help you. We can help you to design it. Maybe we can also provide this infrastructure support. All you need to do is to develop your application with a business purpose, right? So that will be more fun for everybody.
Yeah.
It's not just a outsource a task. You code it for me, because no matter how powerful we are, so our bandwidth is very limited. So our view is also limited, right?
Yeah.
So I want to open up to everybody. If you have just like a small business plan, if you have, so you can contact us. So we will try our best to support you, right? So that will be more fun to grow the real ecosystem, right? So
yeah,
and also the third part is on the research part. As I mentioned before, so we are building the infrastructure. So we are constantly try to define a better metadata standard, and also maybe a set of standards for different type of NFTs. So we want to make sure it's not just a in-house technical implementation. We want to contribute to the industry, right? To at least a recommendation to others. So this actually requires some research capability, and to turn some technical implementation into a certain level of standards, right? So and also to spread in the even academic world. So it's very important. So it's not just a application level of stuff. We want to really make a infrastructure to benefit everybody. So like standards and also some protocols. So all those things require some, it's not a final product application, but it's very important component for the infrastructure growth. Yeah, so I also really welcome this type of friends to join us, to talk with us. So yeah, so a lot of things. But above everything like this, I think what we really hope to make real friends in the community, to grow the community. So that means maybe you need to have some basic understanding of what's Uptick, right? So what type of vision we have, where you agree to that or not, because that's the really starting point to test out yourself, whether you have the passion to be part of that, right?
Yeah.
So not a job offering. So it's part of the journal. We need to work together. So I think that's very important. Just to understand Uptick, or at least go through our past episodes, right?
Yeah.
So people can get some basic understanding. Maybe when we talk together, you have specific questions to us. I also welcome a lot of challenges to us. Maybe we're not doing that so good. So that's the good starting point for everybody, right? So at the same time, maybe you need to have some basic background knowledge on blockchain or on the business application side, right? So in that case, we will have some common languages to start with, not just say coding part or whatever. So this will make I would say the community more solid from the beginning, right?
Yeah.
So we don't need to do too many things, but we need to do something solid and step by step to grow it.
Yeah.
So that actually will also make those contributors be part of the core community to enjoy the long-term benefits from that.
Yeah, good comments. So when you first started talking about, getting more community members, community involvement, I was excited to hear it, and I've heard it before. But one thing that worried me is, sometimes you get people popping up saying, oh, I have 1 million followers, and if you pay me $500, I'll talk for 5 minutes. And we don't want any of that. But you're saying that it's best, watch the previous episodes, get involved in the community, try to, to build some relationships, figure out what's going on. And then maybe from there, if you have some experience or something, to prove what you can do, let us know and we'll go from there, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that's because our time is very limited. So even though I want to reply all the messages or emails, probably I can't sometimes, right? So that's why we need to respect time from each other, right? So if we really want to seriously push this project forward, and we want to welcome serious players to work together, right? So it's not just a budget for marketing or budget for something. So well, that's something we really hope can try to unite more community member into the core circle. Yeah,
it's good. Okay, let's wrap it up there. Thanks a lot, Brian, and see you in a week or two.
Yeah, talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.